I'm Stuart Thompson, editor of Digital TV Europe. I'm here with Alan Klazowski, who is VP of Mobile and Connected TV at SpotX. Alan, we're hearing a lot about how consumption of video and mobile is now moving towards long-form content as well as the traditional short-form content. Is this something you're seeing in the market? How are you seeing video consumption patterns change on mobile, and what impact is that having on the way the advertising market is working?
So what we're seeing, particularly around video, is that the users are starting to consume that video across all of the devices. So they may start on something like a connected television or a traditional television, and then they're moving across different screens, be that tablet, mobile phone, on the go, or vice versa. They may only consume on their mobile device or tablets. What's happening on the content side is that more premium level content and long form content is coming into these mobile environments. So we're starting to see it move away from this short form environment and much more into a long form, particularly as we start adding in things like live into mobile consumption. So live events tend to be longer events, and they're much, I think, more engaging as we move into this space and kind of away from just mobile interstitials, but into an actual show, whether consumed by VOD or live streamed via OTT to a mobile device and other devices like connected television.
So looking at that trend towards mobile and also connected TV, what impact is that having on the way ad inventory is valued across different platforms, and how is that being done?
As we work with media owners and content owners who have this long-form content across these different platforms, one of the challenges has always been, how do I value that audience? And what we're starting to see is that the audiences can start to be valued similarly now across the different devices, because they're able to pull the inventory into one spot where they can start applying audience data and other things. And then they can take the traditional method of either raising the price on that inventory by a geography or by a sector or by context, and then also add things like audience data into that then they can make pockets of their inventory worth more money, which raises the yield for the media owners who have the content to distribute.
So looking at mobile and connected TV, what do advertisers and buyers get out of these platforms that they don't get out of traditional TV?
I think one of the great things around like connected television is it's still a full-on TV experience, right? So you're sitting back and you're watching high-definition content delivered in your living room on a 65-inch TV, but the measurement and attribution is very different because it's a one-to-one relationship with that customer. In the future, every household is seeing a different ad for that ad break at the same time. So you and your neighbors will be seeing a different ad. And that's done through the application of data and targeting and insights that can be achieved in a one-to-one environment through these different devices. And that same strategy that works in these connected television environments also translates into the mobile, desktop, tablet, etc. And the data that is available across all of those different platforms is now starting to be used to inform kind of the decisions and the audience value across each screen, but together as one unified look at the audience.
Finally, what impact is this having on the way the market's organized and how buyers and sellers are aligning? Are they organizationally keeping pace with the changes that are happening?
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, I think when you look at the way this is starting to evolve, you're seeing a lot of push from the agencies and brands to say that we want to be able to transact using programmatic, but it's almost all done through private marketplaces or programmatic direct deal scenarios where the publishers and the brands and agencies are negotiating directly a deal, but they're doing it essentially through a platform like SpotX and their preferred trading desk. And that's all driven by the data, because they have this ability now to apply the data in a one-on-one relationship. And in order to do that, you need to access this inventory through these kind of programmatic infrastructure. But it's all still very similar to traditional sales models. One of the only things that I think the industry still probably needs to catch up on is that in many of the big agencies and the planning houses, etc., is that what you see is that the connected television, and specifically, sometimes if you talk to the digital teams, they think it's the television teams, and sometimes the television teams think it's the digital teams, and there's going to be a point where I think that comes together, where those two teams start to work together and go, aha, This is a television-like experience with digital attributes and benefits that we can execute now, programmatic direct with premium publishers, and we think that that's where the industry is going. It's all the signs are pointing there, and many really large media owners and providers have already gone this direction with SpotX. So we think it's a big area of growth.
Alan, thanks very much.